Hello, everybody. This is BK International Talent Scout, host of BK Presents on Rainier Avenue Radio World. Hello, everybody. This is BK International Talent Scout. Today is the last day you can see The Lion Tells His Tale. Written by Vida Sneed, directed by Stephen Sneed. A world premiere play featuring Delbert Richardson's African American History Traveling Museum, The Unspoken Truths, presented by Intimont Theater at the Broadway Hall on the Seattle Central campus. Today is the last day to see this world premiere play. I'm going to try to get one more look at this play. So you need to make plans, y'all, to see this world premiere play. Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday morning. As you know, BK Presents Radio Podcast is premiered 3 times during the morning faith and praise sessions of Rainier Avenue Radio World .tv. My show is aired at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. Okay, let's get into this show. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hilltop Action Journal. I'm going to be highlighting and commenting on each article in this Tacoma-based newspaper. The Hilltop Action Journal. Hilltop Action Coalition volunteer organized. Their website is hilltopactioncoalition.org. First article on the front page, worse than you can imagine, unfair trial regarding the death of Emmanuel Ellis. Justice for Manning. This article is written by Josh Risberg. I follow closely the trial of 3 former Tacoma police officers charged with the homicide of Emmanuel Ellis. I did not miss one day. I went to the courthouse and sat with the family as much as I could. They were gracious enough to open their hearts to me and give me a family pass. I was able to witness everything firsthand. The days I could not attend trial, I streamed it and listened to every single word. What I will do in this article is list in order all of the calamities of justice that occurred in that courthouse. Once you see them all, fair trial that benefited the defense from the very beginning. From the pre-trial, the unfairness was evident. Judge Kushoff laid ground rules that would favor the defense immensely. There was no mention of the cover-up, no mention of how Tacoma Police, then the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, and then the Washington State Patrol all tried to investigate themselves, exonerate the officers involved. No mention of how the 3 investigations were so botched and corrupt that the Attorney General had to form an investigative task force to take over. The judge also disallowed any mention of how Tacoma Police had treated, harassed Emmanuel his entire life. Patrick Malone and the Seattle Times uncovered that Tacoma Police had documentation of over 40 brandy stops with Manning. A brandy stop is where officers initiate a stop on a civilian without any probable cause, justifiable suspicion, or 911 call. It is simply another term for a stop and frisk. Judge Koshoff also did not allow any negative parts of the officers' histories to be allowed in. For example, no mention of Officer Timothy Rankin failing a psychological assessment shooting drill so badly that the head of the police training academy emailed the Tacoma Police Department and urged them not to hire Rankins as an officer. No mention of Officer Sean Burbank's previous use of force complaints on any mention of his previous complaints of racial profiling via Seattle Times article. Third paragraph. In the complete 180, the judge did allow two previous interactions that Alex had with police to be introduced into the trial. These two previous interactions of Manning having difficulty with police jokes against the officer's so-called clean past created an untrue picture. It made it seem Manning had a pattern of police run-ins and made it seem as if the officers had perfect past. However, the truth is that these officers had histories of physical abuse, racism, and Manning was not even suspected of committing a crime. Okay, so you can read the full article. Just go to Hilltop Action Coalition.org. You can read the full article. Go to Hilltop Action Coalition.org. I'm moving on to the inside page. For the Hilltop, by the Hilltop, award-winning publication. Journals are viewable online at hilltopcoalition.org. The publisher of the Hilltop Action Journal, Hilltop Action Coalition. The editors, Selena O'Bannon, Michaela Lemons, Tyra Newton. Guest contributors are Josh Reisberg, Hilltop Action Coalition, Tara Newton, Micah Lemons, Teresa Brown, Bernard Whitley, People's Community Center, My Central, Antonio McElroy, Christy West, Matisse Beauty Supply, Marion Timmons, Lava Latte Espresso, Andrea McCarthy, Nikki Davison, Community Healthcare, Evergreen Empowerment Group, Tacoma Urban Performing Arts Center. Your ad here, advertise with us. So if you ever want to advertise, just go to operations at hac-tacoma.org. Hilltop Action Coalition. Our mission to serve as a communication anchor for all of the Hilltop's news and announcements. Executive Director Tyra Newton. Program Manager Selena O'Bannon. Fed Contributor Hassara Hassan Matthews. Board President Makilia Lemons. Treasurer Atima Lotina. Secretary Jennifer Lacey. Additional board members Tifiana Rising. AAC is they're presently recruiting board members for the Hilltop Action Coalition. So if you want to be a board member, you can become a board member. Hilltop Coalition monthly community meetings Meet at Bryant Neighborhood Center, 1619 6th Avenue, Tacoma, Washington. The next meeting is May 20th, June 24th, July 29th, August 26th, September 30th, October 21st, November 18th. December holiday party to be determined. All meetings are 6 p.m. to 7:30. Meet our new executive director of the Tacoma Action Coalition, Tyra. She brings her 2 decades of dedicated service in civic and social roles throughout Tacoma and Pierce County. A proud graduate of Evergreen State College located on the Hill, she maintains close connections to the area. Passionate about community empowerment, volunteering, and social action, Tyra is known for her innovative bridge-building approach. She is thrilled to serve alongside the remarkable individuals at Hilltop Action Coalition and is practically an enthusiast about contributing to the well-being of Hilltop neighborhood. In her free time, Tyra hosts gatherings where she imparts creative techniques to enhance individual well-being. She also enjoys short road trips, exploring the breathtaking scenic spots in the Pacific Northwest with a peripheral smile and a love for great humor. Tyra has never met a stranger. Interesting line. For Tyra, the Hilltop Action Coalition is the heart of the Hill. As a proud Black woman, she is deeply connected to the history of the Hilltop neighborhood, honoring those who paved the way for her to serve this vibrant community. Here is a message from Tyra Newton. It is with great enthusiasm and gratitude that I address you as the newly appointed Executive Director of the Hilltop Action Coalition, affectionately known as the Heart of the Hill. As I step into this role, I am deeply honored to lead an organization with such rich history of promoting safety and unity within the community, established in 1989. Today, I stand before you, the first permanent executive director, eager to continue the remarkable work of the organization. Looking forward to 2024, I am filled with optimism for the future of our neighborhood as our community evolves. The Hilltop Action Coalition remains poised to serve as a vital conduit for communication, collaboration, and ensuring that the voices of all residents are heard and valued. As I embark on this journey, I am mindful of the incredible legacy left by trailblazers such as Dr. Maxine Mims, Alberta, Canada, Nettie Asbury, and countless others who have laid the foundation of the community, strength, resilience. I hope to honor their memory by living up to their example and carrying forward their spirit of service and dedication. Together, let us make 2024 a year of progress, unity, and prosperity for the Hilltop community. Thank you for your incredible opportunity to serve. Okay, man, I got to do a one-on-one with Tyra Newton. Somebody help me find Tyra Newton, because I got to do a one-on-one with her. She's the permanent executive director of the Hilltop Action Coalition. The Walk Home by KNKX, Manny Ellis podcast by Michelia Lemons. The Walk Home offers insight into who Emmanuel Ellis was before the night of his death, along with a deeper understanding and context of the events that followed. The Walk Home was produced by KNKX News and the Seattle Times and is a winner of the 2023 Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. You can listen to this podcast on different podcast platforms such as the KNKX website, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. KNKX NRP Network, The Walk Home, the Manny Ellis Podcast. My Hilltop Story. Alberta J. Canada's eldest daughter shares her story. My life outside of my mother's stomach began in 1975 at Tacoma General. My mother, Albertina J. Canada, owned the house at 2354 South Ash Street. Educated locally, employment history included government work, first for the post office, then retiring as a Social Security regional manager. Providing service to others was what she was trained to do. Ultimately, she was able to combine her skill set. She was able to combine her skill set with her passion for her community, being Martin Luther King Jr. Development Center's executive director. There she was resourceful at finding houses in need of rehab, providing jobs to neighbors, and providing affordable housing to the Hilltop community. She was engaged in activities including work, doing taxes for the elderly, and cleaning out the traffic circle beds that was often jealous of her job. While my mother was busy providing for us, my grandmother Bernice cared for my sisters and I. She already raised 7 children of her own and retired as a nurse. My grandma was a God-fearing woman. In my young years, spent her time at church every Sunday, as well as provided ministry to the shut-ins during the week. Her nurturing nature never left anyone unfed. Laura, Harold, and Michelle Barcy were the first people outside my home to teach me Black history in a classroom setting. I learned about the local Black Panther chapter and how politics played a big role in social economics, and I became introduced to relining and how the Hilltop was populated. Glenda Tanner, heading Proud African American Youth Services, placed me and several of my peers in their first jobs. I was employed at Northwest Dispatch newspaper owned by Virginia Taylor. She had connections and contacts everywhere. She showed me how to use initiative and not sit on my hands. I met Maxine's men, Glenda Shepard, when I started at Evergreen State College in 1998. Miss Maxine told me stories of how she used to hold me in my youth as her and my mother brainstormed. She is the educator who founded the campus, Evergreen State College, Tacoma campus, making space for older adults within the Hilltop to have opportunity to advance in life. Glenda greeted me As my sociology instructor, she is not a native of Washington State, but her experience as a Black Panther and world traveler is invaluable. She taught me about gentrification and how we see the landscape change when people see value where they didn't believe value was. Quincy Walker had a special role with the health department. She taught teens the woes of unprotected sex and provided resource for those who needed a little more guidance than others. She became my mentor and inspired me to attend grad school for public health. Watching these women and many others develop my sense of duty to this community. They showed me through their actions that integrity and resilience are key to not repeating mistakes of the past. Ignorance is not allowed when we have such great leaders to follow. My Hilltop story, Albertina J. Canada's eldest daughter, shares her history. Gwendolyn Ann Whitley Artman, August 23, 1960, February 5th, 2024. Ann Whitley Artman by Bernard Whitley. Our beautiful sister, mother, and grandmother, Ann Whitley Artman, was welcomed into heaven into the loving arms of her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on February 5th, 2024, surrounded by her loving family. Born August 23, 1960, at Fort Hood, Texas, Ann was a longtime Tacoma resident and raised in a military family with strong values and community commitment. Ann was preceded in death by her parents. They all are reunited together in eternal heaven. Ann was always quick to greet you with her huge smile and a big hug. Ann had an infectious smile and never met anybody that did not become a lifelong friend in a matter of minutes. Ann leaves behind a son, Johnny Majors III, a brother, sister, and a host of family and friends. With the support of her family and community, July 2015, Ann created the Tacoma Recovery Cafe, which was renamed February 20, 1918, Tacoma Recovery Center, LLC, which Ann was the executive director. The Tacoma Recovery Center is located in the Hilltop area where individuals from all cultures receive services and support from a culturally accepting space of change and restoration. Tacoma Roma Community Street Band practices Fridays 6:30 to 8, People's Community Center. Come jam with us, all ages, all skill levels, beginners are welcome. Food is free, Tacoma. Join us every Tuesday for free produce from Food is Free Tacoma, located at the My Central parking lot, 100 South M Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405. So they're giving out free food, y'all, every Tuesday at the My Central parking lot. Page 5. Okay, I'm going to have to stop real soon. I'm just going to read highlights and featured sentences. Hilltop Action Journal, page 5. Black History Month celebration, celebrating and honoring Black history and African American leaders at the People's Center, by Antonio McElmore. Every year across the United States, we celebrate Black History as an opportunity to acknowledge and uplift the contributions and legacies of Black African Americans. This year, we brought back our Black History celebration to the People's Community Center. Join us for dinner, 5:30 to 7:30, Thursday, February 29th. Tuesday, March 12th, Star Center. Wednesday, March 20th, Eastside Community Center. Wednesday, March 27th, the People's Center. So they serve dinner like 4 times a week by Metro Parks. You can have an impact on future programs and experiences at your local community center at the end of 2023. People's Center, Star Center, Eastside Community Center, and the Center at Northpoint ask the public for ideas on how to spend $10,000 at each site. Those ideas are being sorted, prioritized by each center volunteer leader team, and will be presented for a vote at their upcoming Recreate event. Join Metro's Park at your local community center for dinner. Listen to project ideas from 2023. Cast your vote for the favorite project. Each community center voting will begin at their Co-Create event and continue until April 30th. The winning projects will be announced at Co-Create events in May and June. Let's look out for that. Action Coalition, Hilltop Action Journal, page 6. Support local businesses. Matisse Beauty Supply and Love a Latte Espresso. All right, y'all. So, they have an article. Matisse Beauty Supply is the only Black woman, veteran, disabled-owned beauty supply store in Tacoma. Then you have Love a Latte Cappuccino, your favorite blend. Upcoming events at Love a Latte, coffee and cards, barbecue and sip. Page 7, Hilltop Action Journal. New mural at the BNC. Public art installation coming spring 2024. Lunch and laughter. Now more than ever, our patients need more help to make the gift of health care possible. Join the Hilltop Action Coalition and learn more about community health care. Enjoy nationally recognized comedian Susan Rice and give generous to our Patient Care Fund. The Patient Care Fund ensures that no one coming to us for health care is turned away for inability to pay. There is no cost to attend. 100% of the donations made will provide health care for underserved individuals and families. Date and time, Wednesday, March 27th. Doors open at 11. Lunch begins at 11:30. Location, Hotel Murano, Bicentennial Pavilion, 1320 Broadway Plaza, Tacoma, Washington, 98402. Evergreen Empowerment Group by Evergreen Empowerment Group. From expungement to opportunities. The Evergreen Empowerment Group was birthed from legal clinics created at the Evergreen State College in 2010. At those clinics, we witnessed several members of our community experience success with clearing their criminal records. The Evergreen Empowerment Group today is a consulting group that empowers citizens within our community and beyond. Our goal is to keep uplifting people in our community throughout the few years the people we have empowered have gone on to access employment, safe, affordable housing. We strive to assist those who are in need and help people to achieve the American dream offered to us all. The freedom to clear a criminal background is a new lease on life. And here at the Evergreen Empowerment Group, we welcome all people to serve and the opportunity to serve. The last page of the Hilltop Action Journal, page 8. Tupac Tacoma, invest in the arts, build for the future. Tupac $9.3 million capital campaign will enhance the quality, enrichment, and enjoyment of high-quality arts, instruction, cultural events, and live performing arts in Hilltop. Celebrate a loved one, honor an arts lover, or gift a person new arts appreciation with the seat sponsorship that will be legacy. For $500, your plaque will be premier seat from rows A through K in the center section of the theater. The brass plaque area, 2.5 inch, 7/8 inch, and may be engraved with 2 lines of types within a maximum of 20 characters. Okay, so they're kind of raising money for this Tupac Art Center. Personalize a seat in our new theater with the plaque. So I guess there is a theater that we need to check out at the Tupac Tacoma Performing Arts Center. Man, I got work to do. Hey guys, man, we just checking out the Hilltop Action Journal. As you know, BK Presents is a radio podcast aired on Rainier Avenue Radio World, premiered on Sundays on Rainier Avenue Radio.world at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. Look, man, we at 32 minutes. I do not have time for any more information on the Hilltop Action Journal. I will try to do research, talk to the executive director of the Hilltop Action Coalition, and just kind of do some investigation, okay? So this is BK International Talent Scout. Thank you for listening. Please share with family and friends, and let's stay focused. This is BK International Talent Scout for BK Presents. And guess what, y'all? We'll see you next week.